Work hard, play hard. It's an adage that is used to speak to the importance of balance. But oftentimes, high achievers forget the play part. How come? Are you one of those people who finds it difficult to celebrate yourself? Do you tend to shy away from acknowledgments for a job well done? Everyone can see the hard work that you've put in, and you're refusing to accept the compliment or the celebration, the acknowledgement. Perhaps you bought into an idea that fun is for the weak. The idea that, fun is for those who aren't serious about their life. What is true is that it is very important to celebrate your wins, to acknowledge your efforts. Now, if you find, I'll back up just a bit. If you find that when you do achieve and you accomplish the goal, you get to the top and you feel unfulfilled, then we got to look at if whether or not the motivation in striving for it was intrinsically motivated or extrinsically motivated. Extrinsically motivated means it was motivated from something or someone outside of you. Perhaps someone told you that you could never do it, and you use that voice in your ear to push you, and out of sheer will and determination, you made it happen. When that's your driver, when it's just sheer determination and will, because you're going to prove to someone else that they were wrong about you, you will create results and you'll likely get to the top. However, it won't be fulfilling. You'll get there and you look around and it's like, wow, is this it? Is this all there is? And so you get to that thing and then it's okay, well, what's the next thing? And you'll accomplish that. And then it's like, okay, well, what's the next thing? And you'll get there too. And then it's what's the next thing? And it's never a sense of fulfillment, never a true sense of meaning in the accomplishment when it's extrinsically motivated. When it's intrinsically motivated, you'll accomplish it and no one has to be around. No one can will even have to know what it meant to you. And that's when you're driven by true inspiration. But when the accomplishment and the achievement comes and you're going to make it happen because of who you are, it is very important that you have a celebration. It is so important to acknowledge the work that you put in. To have a way of acknowledging you and patting yourself on the back is extremely important. In fact, Brene Brown, who is a fascinating author and lecturer, says that one of the keys to being more vulnerable is actually to be willing to express more joy and happiness. In fact, in my growing up, the experience was the only real emotion that got shown was anger. I really knew I really knew and understood anger and how to express it and when I was receiving it. But the idea of celebration and acknowledgement was oftentimes kind of put to the side. And, it was a false understanding of the word humility. It was a false understanding of what it meant to remain humble. So as soon as you win, as soon as you celebrate, if the idea is, well, okay, let me not get too excited because, pride comes before the fall. Well, don't get too excited. Stay humble. No, the humility, the humble approach is in recognizing that that you're not there yet. There's still more that you can learn. And the humility is in the work that you're willing to continue to do. It is not in not being willing to celebrate what you've accomplished and achieved. And so if you've taken that on, if you don't celebrate yourself, right, there are three things that I suggest that you use in order to get to the place of really acknowledging how great and fascinating and extraordinary you are, that you are different because you were willing to take action. What makes you unique is your willingness to take action steps in the direction of your dreams. And so you'll get there, and it is important that you celebrate when you do. So 3 things that I want to see you do for acknowledging yourself. Number 1 is plan the celebration. That's right. So you set the goal and then also plan out what the celebration is going to be once you accomplish it. Once I get it done, it's a steak dinner, it's a massage, it's a trip, it's a vacation, whatever it is. And if you have family around who can join you in the celebration, let them know what the celebration is going to be. A very key thing that you could do is if you have children is to let your children know what's going to happen when mom or dad achieves this goal. I promise you, they'll hold you to it. But plan the celebration before you even achieve it, and then force yourself to go do it. The second thing that I would recommend is have someone in your life that you can celebrate with. Have that person that you can call and simply say, I had a win today and I wanted to share it. And have someone in your life who will celebrate with you. Have someone in your life who will be as excited for you as you are for yourself. So have someone that you can call to share in the celebration. So number one, you're going to plan the celebration. Number two, have someone you can call and share your wins with. And number three, very important, find a way to memorialize the victory so that you don't rest on your laurels, so that you don't become complacent. Have a way to memorialize the victory. Perhaps you go out and get your own self a plaque, or there's a gift or an item that you purchase for yourself. And when you see it, it is a reminder of a time when you accomplished and achieved. See, the truth is we have trigger devices all around us, and our subconscious mind is taking in the environment. If you have things in your environment that don't remind you of how wonderful and great you are, then get rid of those things and surround your space, your environment with things that remind you of how wonderful you are, even on those days when perhaps you might forget. So find a way to memorialize the victory. And then once that's done, and then once you have that set, then it's on to the next thing. So we memorialize it, and then we're on to the next accomplishment. But we don't want to be moving from accomplishment to accomplishment to accomplishment, achievement after achievement after achievement, without actually celebrating what you've done. It is very important that you experience it completely. Remind yourself of the work that you put in. Remind yourself of the prices that you paid. Remind yourself of the effort that was required, because the next challenge will likely be tougher. The next thing you go for may require more of you. And it is important that when things aren't going the way you want them to go, you can remind yourself of a time when you got the victory. It is important for a resilient mindset. All right, my name is Courtland. Thank you for listening. If this was of value to you, please don't keep it a secret. Share it with people. And in the comments section, how about just declaring with me and with my community of friends? We're very supportive. If you want to plan out your celebration, put it in the comments what you're going to do to celebrate your next victory, your next win. But be mindful of the fact that it's important that you have some fun along the way. Life is hard enough. We got to be having some fun and enjoying it. So again, thank you for listening. If you haven't already, like the page, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I promise you, I will only provide content that I believe is insightful and necessary for you to build a resilient mindset. Have a wonderful day.